Hello, good morning. A beautiful sunny day here in Sarasota, Florida. Um, Welcome. Hello, Todd. This is not going to be a long chat. I just figured I'd jump on here real quick to announce my new channel. If you wish to subscribe, I put a link in the description below. Feel free to go there later and subscribe. Hit the, I don't do a lot of asking on this channel as far as subscribe, hit the like, or hit the notification bell. But the way YouTube is now, for any new channel, i I will have to ask that question. Those kind of things, as far as please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, hit the like, all that stuff, because otherwise YouTube will bury me deep into the abyss. The haters might like that. But anyhow, um, it's gonna be a new channel. The channel name is gonna be Boxless. Okay, and um, it's it's gonna be a lifestyle kind of channel. Um, Boxless is, I'm sure all of us adult have heard of the term thinking outside of the box. And for this channel, is a lifestyle channel where I will talk about my approach to life, how I got to be where I am. And Boxless is basically a fitting name that I thought about for a while, on my philosophy of life, how I approach life. It's gonna tackle a lot of personal slash social issue kind of thing as well. So it's gonna be a lot more controversial than this comic channel, right? This comic channel, I'm not you know, in the comic community. Okay, if you are not aware, as in many other type of channel, not just comics. Okay, it's a lot of people need to be provocateur. Okay, provocative, say a lot of things that make people rile up in order to get more popular, right? You know what I mean? And I don't do that. Okay, I don't do that on the comic channel, because to be very blunt, to get upset on comic books is nothing short of stupid. Okay, it's comic books, for God's sake. Oh my God, this thing, this app say this is the third appearances. It's wrong. It should be the second appearance. Who give an F? If you have to get all foam up in the mouth, debating and arguing and get all riled up because somebody says something is a cameo and you think that's a first appearance, it's comic book. Okay, there's a lot of things in this hobby that is fun, but if you follow me in any sort of way, it's comic book. There's a lot of stupid things that people put way too much emphasis. I'm trying to talk at the same time maintaining a conversation with my brother. So excuse me that I'm trying to text at the same time. Um, Hello, people in the chat room. Todd, Marco, Cuckoo, Mars Robinson, Double X, Comic Crack, Jacob, and Luke from the UK. Yes. Um, so for the past many years on YouTube, on this channel, try I am myself. So just being myself alone is provocative enough. Okay. Oh my God. Just the way I am already peeve off a lot of people just on the way I normally talk or behave. So I don't need to tackle issues that get people all riled up, because I don't need to phone it up. Okay. on things that are not important. It's comic book, for God's sake. I don't need like, subs, and view, debating, first appearances, cameo, this or that. F off. Hello, Gore Vidal. So, but but for my channel, Boxless, it's gonna be something very different. Not that I'm gonna go out there and create a lot of controversy and get all crazy on people, but a lot of that is many of the content that I plan to put on that channel is gonna tackle issues that could be hot topics, such as going through life raising my son the non-Asian, the non-traditional Asian way. I'm going to tackle a lot on what it's like to be Asian. I'm going to tackle a lot on what I dislike about how Asian American behave. And I dislike how the traditional Asian American raised family over here. There's going to be a lot of Asian hate. I can guarantee you that. Okay, so if you're Asian and you like that traditional Asian kind of lifestyle, forcing your kid to get straight A's, forcing your kid to play piano and violin at early age, forcing a lot of nonsense on your kids, be prepared to not sub there, because I'm gonna completely put you on blast. Okay, because you are not doing any service to your children. You see how I get to be like this, being outspoken uh, Vietnamese, because I didn't go through the wussification that Asian American put on their children. Yes, you just heard it here. Wussification. Okay? Complete utter nonsense. And I'm not gonna put up with it. Trust me, I am. If you think I have haters here, I probably have more haters in the Asian community, because I won't put up with any of that. When I see Asian parent overdrive their kids into complete utter nonsense of achievement, woo! Ease up, ease up, people, because success is not about straight A's. I was far, far from model student here. Okay, far from it. I did not get scholarship, but I think I did okay. Would you say? Yeah. And it start with not being wussified by traditional Asian culture and upbringing. Okay. And in the new channel, I will start with giving you a lot of background of me, on how I got to be how I am today, and how I approach life, how I tackle raising children, or my son, and how I think the traditional American Asian upbringing is more harmful. Yes, I just said that, more harmful than helpful. It foster. I, I don't really have a word for it, because I have 5 siblings with plenty of nieces and nephew. Okay, and I can tell you, the traditional upbringing, forcing them to take violin lesson, piano lesson, learning Vietnamese every Sunday, blah 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 blah, straight A's, finish first in your class, get full scholarship to NYU, to Yale, to you name it. Yes, the rest of my siblings and their children, they are full blown traditional Asian American lifestyle. Okay, full of them, all of them. And of course, I can tell you, their kids are breaking free every which way they can from the complete traditional nonsense. So it is better off to start them on the right path than make them go through that nonsense for a decade of their life until the point when they break. Okay, I have met many young Asian American that is broken from this oppressive bullshit. Okay, so be prepared. If you are a traditional Asian American that raised your kid the right way, be prepared. I'm gonna go full blast on you. I'm gonna bring you to your fucking knees. Okay, I hope your kids will bring you to your fucking knees. Okay, enough of that bullshit. I am sick and tired of it, to be honest. It is disgusting to me to see all that nonsense going around. Get straight A's. You got to get straight A's. Life is not straight A's. Don't you get it? Don't you know where you are today because you got straight A's? You know, it's not. It's just it's what I want to get out of the channel is foster critical thinking, foster independent thinking, foster free thinking. Basically, everything that I am. And the only way to do that, if you are growing up in a traditional Asian American family, is to break free. Break the F free from this nonsense. Okay? It's you gotta approach life in a different way. This complete utter nonsense that Asian American has go through for decades now, it's just what has it fostered? Complete wussification of the Asian race in this country. Utter complete wussification. Yes, Marco, feel free to subscribe and feel free to I fully invite immigrants like me, people that was not born here, or if they were first generation born here from other country. Feel free to subscribe to that channel. Even join me in a chat if you feel free to appear in the chat. Discuss how or what it is that you broke free from your oppressive culture to succeed and thrive in America. Okay, the one thing America has is opportunities. Okay, it provides great opportunities for those that seek it. And I want to talk and discuss how anyone can succeed without following the chosen path that many people think is the right path. Okay, there is there's no set way. I just want to make it very clear that uh, I'm not saying that the traditional Asian American cannot succeed by getting straight A's, by taking piano lesson at age 5 all the way through whatever. I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm not saying that you cannot succeed, but I will tell you this: more people will find success and happiness. Yes, the keyword happiness in life if they break free from the traditional Asian upbringing and pursue success and happiness on their own term. Wow, I am outside of my family. I have very few Asian friends. Okay, my one took Korean friends here that own a Korean restaurant. He his family is wonderful because he's not oppressive on his children like the typical Korean family can be. Trust me, if you know Korean, they're pretty tough on their kids and demand. Yeah, the whole it's yeah. He was not born here. His wife is not born here, so they first generation Korean here. Their children are born here. So yes, their children are not shackled with traditional Korean culture. In some way, they are okay. They expect them to speak Korean only at home, all that stuff. So there are some, but they're not driving their kid to get straight A's. They're not driving their kid to take piano lesson. They're not driving their kid to take taekwondo lesson. They're not sure certain things like speaking Korean, certain thing like having manners to your elders, little things like that. I'm not fighting those things. Okay, those things are good manners are good manners. Good manners are not oppressive. All right, I'm not telling people that break free from your traditional culture and have bad manners. I'm not saying that, but there are a lot of traditional cultural things that is just oppressive on the young people of today that make no sense. It make no sense when I was young. I was just blessed to be in a situation where I was forced to be on my own, to think on my own, to survive on my own. Force, yes, force. And in hindsight, I am blessed. I look back at those early years, 13, 14, 15, 16, and I was never sad. I was never crying for fairness. Oh, why is the world so unfair? Why do I have to make my own decision? Why do I have to go through life figuring out what to do with myself because I don't have anybody to guide me? I didn't cry for those things. I'm just like, heck yeah. You mean I can do this on my own? I can make my own decision. I can dictate what I can do with my life on my own term because my parents are not here. Heck effing yes. Have it's a blessing in disguise. Okay, a blessing in disguise because I didn't have to be shackled by this traditional Asian oppressive upbringing. Heck no. And I can guarantee you, my son is not raised in this way whatsoever. Okay, whatsoever. Hello, Lord Tadman, Paulo Perez, Sequential Geek, good morning. Uh, Goa Vidal, yes, yes. Phil Ailing, yes. Um, so well, without me saying way too much more, I appreciate everyone for tuning in today. Feel free to watch, comment, participate. I welcome anyone that want to join me in the chat to talk about their upbringing, what they did, what they thought was not fitting for them, how they get outside of the box. Like I said, the channel name is Boxless. It's really applied to everyone. Okay, I don't want to talk like as if like, oh no, this channel, Boxless, is all about breaking free from Asian American culture. It's not about that. Sure, because I am Asian, because I know Vietnamese and typical Asian culture, I can talk about that. But I think it will be helpful for anyone that feel as if they are shackled by traditional culture of any sort. And if they feel that it hampered them from being happy in life, hamper them from succeeding because you got to get straight A's. You had to be a doctor to be successful. There are many paths to success. You don't have to follow any traditional way. And I think that's one of the things that I dislike the most about the Asian culture is that, oh, you had to be a doctor, you had to be this, you had to be that. Yeah, you know, growing up before I go, being Asian, right? I'm sure many Asian here will tell you it's all about engineer, doctor, engineer, doctor. That's it. That's the true career path that somehow is going to define respect. Hell effing no. Hell effing no. Engineer, doctor. Do you know how many times I hear that from Asian parent? Oh my God. Shut the F up. Okay? Good God. Good God. For once, think, is this world run by doctors and engineers? Total wussification of the race as far as Asian American. It's just like, you know, I can tell you this. When I got my foot in the financial market, working in finance, getting my MBA, getting my CFA, for those that know about the stock market, every hedge fund portfolio manager had that. The CFA is probably one of the most difficult or highest level of achievement for those that want to work in the stock market or in high finance. I was the first Vietnamese. First Vietnamese. Yeah, I broke away from the mold. I want to make money in the stock market. F engineering, F doctors, F lawyers, F any bullshit that people think that that's the traditional path. I took the path of the stock market, the first Vietnamese that gained the CFA designation. Very proud of that. Okay. Will not put up with any Vietnamese that think that doctor is the only path to success and respect. That's the first sign of not respecting yourself. Because if that's the only way to get respect in life, you're dead wrong. But the mantra, the mantra that you will hear me repeat often on Boxless channel, mostly it will fit everybody. It will fit everybody, but more so for the typical Asian American that I want to listen. The mantra is stand up, chin up, speak up. Okay? Enough of being wussified by the traditional culture, the silent, wimpy, feeble, keep your mouth shut, do just work hard, get straight A's, don't stir the pot, don't be the squeaky wheel. Well, ain't gonna happen here. Okay, so be ready. Stand up, chin up, and speak up. I won't put up with any Asian around me, especially men that are feeble, utter feeble-minded people. That's why you got walk all over. Okay, you got walk all over because of that. Trust me, my older brother, after 40 plus years, 50 years, he finally came over. We get along better today than ever because he finally see and understand why I am who I am. He chose the traditional path to be obedient, to keep his head down, to study hard, to work hard, say yes to the man. He's happier today than ever because he broke free. He listened to me for once, agree with my way of living, my way of thinking, and he broke free the last couple years, and he's so thankful to not be, living in under that oppressive mantra. All right, people. I appreciate it. Feel free to come in. Like I said, it's gonna be a controversial channel in many ways because it's gonna tackle Asian issue, social issue, race issues, and I'm fully prepared for that. That's something that I don't care to do with this channel because it's comic books. It's supposed to be fun. I never want to enter into any kind of controversial topic to gain subs or views. I believe that channel eventually, Boxless, will be a lot bigger because it's just more controversial, and that's how YouTube, that's how social media is. It's the more controversial you are, the louder the mouth that you are, the more likely you get a lot bigger. And I have no idea. I don't know where it's gonna be, but I do plan to speak my mind freely on that channel on many topics that tackle social, political issues, and I don't have to do that here. Okay, that's why I decided um, to do this. For a long time, I want to migrate this channel eventually to something different, especially after I finish with comic books. But I'm just, in hindsight, the more I think about it, the more I'm just like, well, even if I stop comic books, even if I finish with selling my comic books next year, I have no plan to delete the channel. But I also don't want to start a new channel right here, like basically replace the content with something completely different. I did not want to do that. Okay, I'd rather start a fresh channel with completely different content than keep all the old contents here and then switch over to do something completely. That was the original plan. And I just thought later that that's not a good idea. If I want to do something, sure. The original reason why I wanted to just keep this channel, switch the content was sure because I have all the subscriber, right? I don't have to like go and build a new channel with zero. But what's the point of keeping 5 or 6 thousand subscribers when none of them will care, or most of them will not care to listen to this stuff? They will unsub anyway, right? So it's pointless to do that. So might as well start at ground zero, somewhere different, something, someplace new, and then build it from the ground up. So the people that subscribe to me subscribe for the right reason. So that's it. Would there be F bomb? There would be plenty. There is no niceness here. Well, I try to be nice because ultimately the F bomb, while can be entertaining for some people, F bomb when used properly at the right time can be effective. I learned that. So would there be F bomb? Yeah, from time to time, but I would definitely. Well, it's gonna be a much heated content kind of driven channel. So it's not gonna be it's not comic books, okay? It's not gonna be the same. So be prepared that I'm gonna be, if people think I offended some people on this channel, that channel is gonna perhaps offended a whole lot of people, maybe the entire American the traditional Asian American race, those that tell their kid to keep your heads down, get straight A's. That's the only way to succeed in life. Oh, those are gonna get on full blast. Trust me, full blast. I have zero tolerance for any Asian family that raise their kid that way. Zero. So be prepared. They should be prepared. I have plenty of example how that kind of upbringing fail. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.